as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. It's caught by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15. For the Niners there on a first down. Throwing now is Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
First and goal from just inside the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Demario Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 22. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Lance. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Open space inside the 10. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right,
and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the left sideline. A dime, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Lance. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Coleman. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And just a yard to go here on second down. Looking to throw. Lance eluding the pressure right. Oh, a great grab by Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lance. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Lance. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And some good and some bad. Heck of a job to get away from that first tackler, but still, they're able to drop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. Flushed out right. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Maurice Hurst able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Coleman. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One final try now for Lance. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. and that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.